Hey, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the daytime stream for Thursday, one of the best weekdays of the week. Unfortunately, starting a little bit late. I had a dental appointment and just didn't get very good sleep as a result of that. I didn't have to do much at the dentist. They just x-rayed me. They told me my teeth were fine, so that's nice. All right, let's see. Hot new breaks. Korean Ditto. And Steamboat. Willie. Also, we have OP13. That's new. Also, we have... we got all kinds of new stuff. Let's just say live card shop. Live card shop. We got a ton of slabs for price. Got a lot of slabs. Freshly priced slabs. All right. We're going to jump over here. We're going live for Thursday. Okay, we'll hit save. And then we'll jump over here. Somebody in mod chat talk to me. Oh, somebody used a thread, is that right? Let's see. Delete this. And let me go into this channel, permissions, threads, create public thread, no. Create private threads, send message in threads. Can hit save on all that? All right, there we go. Oops. Add here. Removed threads. All right, and now we'll go ahead and post this over here. Good. Lovely. Also, I kind of want a new channel for, let's see, Monster and Wilds. David Smith sent an order in. Mr. David. $120 store credit for my guy, NHCC. Extra tip is for you. All right, sounds good. Okay, so let's remove these. Give me a minute. Just removing some of these things. Delete. Okay, lovely. And how is our stream looking? Is it looking good? I think it's looking good. All right, good. I'm going to place this up here. Let's open up our iPad. Sisman, when do I open today? I'm so bored. I got to get some stuff. Are you asking what should you open today? Well, the brand new fresh product on the menu is One Piece. I don't know if you're a One Piece fan. If you're not a One Piece fan, some other stuff you would consider opening are the latest sets, which would include, well, we've got the 151 Surprise. I don't know if you've jumped in there, have you? This is going to be a big deal if you're not already in here. You might be in here, though. No, you're not in here. So, but this won't be open today. The whole list has to fill up first. So there's a total of 15 spots left. But consider this. If you don't jump in, it's never going to finish. So it's just going to sit there and you'll never know what's inside of it. So consider jumping in here, guys. The 151 Surprise Case Break. We want to see if we pull that Pikachu Gengar, very exclusive card that people are wanting very badly. Go ahead and close this now. Oops. God, you hit pause and brings up another ad. I hate YouTube, dude. I hate YouTube ads. It is the worst. It's really bad. All right. I don't know if you've ever considered being in any of the breaks before, but you know these breaks just hand you a PSA 10, right? Like you don't have to grade it. It's just already graded. If you pull it, you get it. Here's an interesting break too. If you like a whole packet of random boosters, Miss Janice is in there. We need 3 more people. That is the jumbo pack break. Okay. Here's a break for an item you can't pull out of a booster pack. This is a graded Nintendo base set Japanese pack. Hey, we have Chief Pokemon. I'm thinking of sending my first submission to PSA in a few weeks. Do you have any pointers on pre-grading for me? Any tools and apps I should use? You know, my process for grading cards with PSA, not a lot to share there. It's kind of a private thing. But I would say, you know, just look on their website. They'll explain everything. It's not too, you know, there's nothing there that's too difficult. You'll figure it all out. We have our system of doing things. Let's see. That's one of the problems with this channel is I could be an information channel, but it's like, that'd be like if Coca-Cola was in the business of creating a YouTube channel and teaching you how to make Coca-Cola. It's not, you know, it's like, it's weird. It contradicts itself. It doesn't make sense. Premium is the best subscription ever out there. Yeah, 17255 to be exact, and it's fully paid. Holy moly. 17K? What is? How expensive the black label is. Happy Halloween. Only 17,000. That's cheap. Excuse me. You know, it's crazy. A new record sale has just been made for the Skyrich Gengar. $25,000. I bought my Skyrich Gengar a while back, and I paid $4,000 for it. What? Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. That is crazy. I paid $25,000 for mine. I'm sorry, I paid $4,000 for mine, and now I'm supposed to believe he's worth $25,000. I don't know. That's crazy to me. It just doesn't make sense. Too much money. Too much money too fast, but maybe it really reflects like there's some rich guys out there and they're buying it all up. I don't know. Just finished my route for work. Time for some Pokemons. How's the teeth? Yeah, so I went to the doctor. He scanned my 14-year-old root canal and said that it looked okay and that there was like some discoloration to it, like even under the gums. And he said that that's pretty normal for a old root canal. And he said the root canal itself is not infected, which is what I was concerned about. So I didn't need anything. And then he promptly pushed me to like get like a full mouth x-ray. They want me to do that so bad. They want a full mouth x-ray. And the problem is I don't want the radiation. So I don't want it. Like I want my teeth to be in good condition. I mean, look at me. I went to the doctor right away. They want those full mouth x-rays. I hear those are bad. I hear those do too much radiation. So a waste of time? It's not a waste of time. I mean, you gotta, that's just me having a lot of diligence in making sure my teeth are good. So, you know, I've had teeth problems before and I know that there's no point in waiting to get something fixed. You just got to get it worked on right away. You don't wait. Okay, so David Smith, let me go ahead and write this down. He says, this is store credit for NHCC. He gave me a $10 tip. Thank you so much, David Smith. Very nice. Mister, just get the x-ray. They need to see your teeth. I kind of wait for there to be a problem and then I have them look at it. You know, I had dental work in the past and they just loved to scan my face over and over and over. They did these big x-rays over and over and over again. I did that wrong. And I looked it up and the science is in on those x-rays. They cause brain cancer. They cause throat cancer. They cause hand cancer in the person who applied it. They are not what you want. You do not want them. They always say it's just a little bit of radiation. But yeah, but if you have like 100 of them, that's not good. And so I had a lot of dental work and they did a lot of those x-rays. And I'm just trying to slow down the amount of x-rays I get. There we go. Too many x-rays. They don't give a crap. They're like, I don't care. They don't care if you get cancer. They have no, you know, they have no clue. They're like, wow, this is fine. But the data shows if you get a lot of those dental x-rays, you will get cancer from it. There's like some significant increase in throat cancer and brain cancer and eye cancer and all the things for people who had a lot of those large x-rays on their teeth. William Wafter, PSA 10, Quest not Victini, Dratini. All right, let's find it. It's not here, is it? Nope. Did you guys see this? Beautiful. $60 Mr. Mario. Tell Mom not to worry, Stan. Dad's just getting a little bit of cancer. Facts, mister. They do the x-ray so many times. I agree with that. Yeah, and so, you know, this is a new dentist for me. Like, he doesn't know me very well. He doesn't know what I've gone through in the past, but I know what I've gone through. I've had a lot of large x-rays done, and I just don't want that many anymore. I'll get them when they're necessary. So I'll be like, if I'm having tooth pain, then you scan my mouth. If I'm not having tooth pain, I'm not paying you to do the scan, even though I know you want to do it because you want to sell me more teeth products. You want to make me pay for the scan. You want to sell me more teeth products. I don't care to have cancer or even just an increased risk of like brain cancer, which is one of the least operable cancers there is. You're most likely not going to be able to do anything about it if you get brain cancer. So I'm staying away from those x-rays as much as I can. We are. I know there is a point where you get them, but it's tempting even not to have your teeth fixed. Just have the tooth pulled. Here we are. Just pull the tooth, no x-ray. But I don't know if they'll do that even. Nowadays, they just want to x-ray freaking everything, dude. And I don't agree with it. Okay, there we go. Okay, whoops. William Wafter. That's right, we're in vertical mode. Welcome, guys, to the vertical stream. Look at that, we're already at 63 viewers. Last night's viewership was quite low. Joshua Collins says he'll take 2 spots in the Umbreon. We are. I think it's just a slow week. One of the ways I can tell it's a slow week is we kind of look into similar streams, and I noticed their numbers were lower too. So I think it's just a slow week. It is. There we go. Troy Seth in the chat. Who's Troy Seth? Where's Troy Seth? Okay, Joshua Collins. Here you go, Joshua. If you guys like taking a shot at good cards, I think the breaks are an exceptional way to acquire cards. I should sit down and make a full video on your mathematical odds of the breaks versus, you know, regular product open in the regular way. Let's see. Here he is. Boop. I think everyone is down on their stock crypto currently, mister. That could be why it's slow. Here we are. I don't think Pokemon collectors own that much stocks. But the stock market's down. I didn't notice. Here we are. So that's 6 out of 16. I heard a report home prices, or not home prices, but home sales are down dramatically. Homes are not selling. And the explanation is a combination of bad interest rates and sellers refusing to lower their house price. All right. So people say, I ain't buying that. Victor Kiko, 1 spot in the Korean Ditto. So that's up to 6. Wait, is it up to 6 or is it up to 7? Hold on, wait a second. Did I count that wrong? Hey, what's up, funny man? How much is a spot? $40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, it's up to 7. All right, we recently, the reason we were a little bit late for the stream today is I was posting a video advertising the breaks on all of our social medias. 7 out of 16. So 9 spots remain in here. And then this guy's taking a new break spot as well, Mr. Victor Kiko. Victor Kiko. There it is. Mr. Does size still matter? Yes, if you have a big brain tumor, that is much worse than a small brain tumor. Size matters a lot. There we go. All right, let's get you into that Ditto baggie. Is there Ditto baggie? There is not a Ditto baggie. It goes right into the... We've been doing it this way recently. It's a nice way to do it. Good. Okay. I want that Arceus promo. Where to go? Here it is. $140 Arceus promo from Pokemon Legends. It's pretty neat because we got the AZ Legends coming out soon, and so that makes this pretty old, actually. It's 3 years old, only $140. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. Greetings from New Zealand. You should go visit New Zealand someday. I like New Zealand. You guys had that one, you have like a prime minister lady, and I didn't like her. I can't remember why. She had really leftist policies that made me dislike New Zealand slightly more. I was like, that's too much for me. We are? All right. I like it when countries are real balanced on their politics, just a little bit of each side. She was a little too strongly on one side. Here's Zach M. Stekskowski. 1 Umbreon break. You got it, Zachary. We are. M. Stex. Okay. I sent in for the executor card at the beginning of the stream. Oh, it's all yours then? Have no fear. We're going to get you that executor. What's her name? I don't remember. She's gone now? Nice, dude. Read NHCC's message. Okay, he says, how much store credit I got now combined with my residual? Oh, so you're saying you might have 2 store credit cards. So there's $120. Aha. Okay, so that's 120 plus 60. So you're going to have a total of $183. Okay, so we're going to write this down as 183. Welcome, guys, to the daytime stream for Thursday, one of my favorite days of the week. Thursday tends to be a little busier. I think it's because people start to get their paycheck, or they get close to their paycheck, which might have a similar effect. So this is now halfway done. NHCC of $183. Damn, every one of these breaks. The breaks are one of the most prominent things that we actually do over here, CSMN. So, like, you could go to the store and buy booster packs. You can go to eBay and buy booster packs, right? You can buy them all kinds of ways. When you open in a live rip and ship, you're getting the convenience of, like, basically like DoorDash, right? Like you just get the booster pack on demand. You get the convenience of laying in bed. You don't got to wait for it to ship to you. You get to see the results right away. There's a little premium for that. So that's, and the other aspect is, hey, if you pull something really hot, we're going to make a video for you, and you can always go back and rewatch that video. So that's really cool too. So that's really what a rip and ship is. It's a community. It's a convenient thing. But when it comes to products, there are some products we have that are truly unique. These are products you can't buy at Walmart. You can't buy this on eBay. And what stands out prominently from the rest would be our Cardconomist breaks. So we have breaks that other people don't have. And I'm a very good host. I've been hosting this for years. You can jump in here. When you open up one of my custom $40 booster packs, you're going to always pull a Pokemon card, not a valuable one, but some of the booster packs, or at least one of them, is also going to contain this Umbreon, already graded 10. We just had a massive return from PSA. If you guys watched the return, you saw that many of those cards graded 9, 8, 7, or worse. Maybe they graded 6 like my Executor. So when you get into a break, not only are you evading the low odds of naturally pulling an Umbreon, which is quite rare. It's hard to do that. He was about one every other case. So for 40 bucks, if you put 40 bucks into regular Terra Festival product, you know, what are your odds of pulling a natural Umbreon? Is it 1 in 16? It's probably worse than that. Probably way worse. On top of that, it's already graded. So I already paid for the grading, and it got a 10. Well, how many of these normally grade 9? Maybe about 50% do not grade 10. You know, some grade 9, some grade 8. Some don't even get sent in because they already know it's not going to grade 10. So all of that RNG for the grading is removed. You just go straight to the 10. It's guaranteed in the break. Think about a manga for a second. I'm doing my spiel, guys, so let me do my spiel. Think about a manga for a second. Think about how many freaking cases of One Piece we go through to find one manga. And I want to say it's somewhere between 5 and 8 cases. 5 and 8 cases, we get one manga. Here he is right here in a 1 in 16 odds, and he's here, and he's already graded 10. This is way better in terms of RNG, in terms of odds. Your dollar stretches way further in this break than in opening up the same OP10 booster packs. You're just way better odds in here, and unless you wanted all the other pulls, unless you wanted all the hollows, maybe some of the other alt arts, you know what I mean? But if you're just looking for the manga, this is way better. Already 10. And when you open up that case of One Piece, you don't even know if there's anything in it. It could just be a cold case. So that's why I say these have a guaranteed chance for the hit. It's a guaranteed chance. You know that this is, let's say that my case is a 1 in 16 box case, and it's a $40 box. Well, he's 100% in this case. So imagine if Pokemon cards or One Piece worked that way, where I could say, this is a 16 box case and $40 per box. And the Umbreon is guaranteed in this box, in this case. He's guaranteed in this case. You definitely buy that case, you know? Yeah, I could pull up a case of something right now. Like, look at this. Check this out. So, you know, I got a case of cards right here. You know, what if I could guarantee you that this particular case was holding the chase card? You would so want to buy into this. So that's what's so fascinating. When you buy into a case of cards, very often the case does not have the chase card. It doesn't. You're just buying into a bad case. But with the breaks, that's not true. The card's guaranteed there. He's right there. So that's why that's my spiel. That's why those are so good. All right, what were we working on before I got all crazy? Whipple says, I think it's about 1 in 6 case odds. Yeah, 1 in 6 case odds versus $40, 1 in 16. So, damn, that's way better. And that would actually be 1 in 15 if it wasn't for it being a double star, by the way. All right, so we took care of Zach. Where is that order for the Executor? Let's try to find that. Somebody say he sent in for the Executor. Ty, who, I do not see that. Where is it? Here's a William Wafter. He bought the Questratini. Brett Love. Let me hit refresh on this. Is there a list of the available slab breaks? Great question, funny man. We don't do that. We don't do in Discord, Tammy keeps track of it a little bit in Discord, but we don't do that on our description. You just have to see what's on the table, basically. We got Trafalgar Law. We got this cool Steamboat Willie. He's brand new. Okay, he's a short one. We got this Espeon. He's a big deal. This is very good. Fusion boxes are going to the moon. We got this big, heavy Gengar Carddass, super expensive vintage card. Your odds are very low in here, but that's because he's so expensive. He's so rare. We got Cloud. We've got this Marshall D. Teach manga. 1 in 17, 1 in 22. They're cool. This is a special one. Not too many people in here yet, but this will go off eventually. Base set booster. 1 in 25. Graded 10. So that's pretty special. Not a lot of chances to get into a break for that, is there? Like I said, that product is unique to us. You can't get that off of eBay. You can go buy one outright on eBay. On eBay, we found a last sold on eBay of about $1,000. So 40 times 25 is $1,000. So we've turned this into a really well-priced break. Sometimes breaks have a little bit of a premium. Sometimes they don't. This one does not have a premium. And so it's a very attractive break. Just a really nice one. Grading costs more than the breaks. Breaks are a no-brainer. I just think if you see a really nice break, treat it like a booster pack. Just go buy into that. And, you know, it's like casting your fishing reel. You see if you get something. Now, if you're the kind of person who doesn't like the RNG of the booster breaks, the slab breaks, just go buy the slab you want outright. Nothing wrong with that. But some people actually really enjoy the RNG aspect. All right, Jose Arredondo, he wants the Raccoon Mario. Oh, this is a pre-order. So maybe the executor is over here. Oh, there it is, Luke Laura. Yeah, he ordered it 40 minutes ago. 40 minutes ago? It hasn't been 40 minutes. Wow. So that was a pre-order. This was 10 hours ago. Jose Arredondo, the Raccoon Mario is sold. Where did that go? Raccoon Mario. Which Raccoon Mario? That's a raccoon. Oh, that's a cat. Raccoon Mario, okay. So those are some unique Mario cards. I think they're pretty cool. I'm all into those playing cards. I like them. Let's see. Where are they? Where did I just put this guy? Ah, here he is. Oh, here's a cool card. You guys might have missed this. See this Typhlosion? He is population 1, which makes this the first one ever graded by PSA. The reason that's kind of cool is because it's actually a really nice card. Ethan's Typhlosion. It's very attractive. See that? Really nice. So there's a little bit of a premium on that. I normally would sell them around 70. We're doing about 100. Just an option. If he never sells, I'll lower the price probably. So here's Raccoon Mario for Jose Arredondo. You just never know. If somebody wants to be the owner of that, beat everyone else to it. Okay. I'm happy to do the split shift when the next day I'm driving and getting better hours. I'm debating whether if I should drive home after or taking a lift. Look at that. Ooh. Okay. Now he also wants the Choco 9.5 BGS and 8 energy shuffles. Raccoon Mario, 8 energy shuffles, Choco 9.5. The Choco Cat sold? That's so nice. Wow, that's so... No, that's not the right box. That's so nice. I thought Choco Cat would never sell. My internet's been so bad, keeps pausing the stream. Oh, I'm sorry about that, 6. All right. 6, where should I move? I was looking at Montana. Montana's pretty cool, but there's not a lot of people living in Montana, and so I'm worried I'll be bored. 3, 6, 7, 8. There it is. Ooh. Oh, Iron Thorns. Oh, Karuta Zapdos. All right, Karuta Zapdos and Iron Thorns for you. This box is almost completely filled, as you can... Oh, you can't see because we're in vertical. I was going to say as you can see, but you can't see. We are in vertical. It's too hard to show it off. Karuta Zapdos, Iron Thorns. This is probably the Iron Thorns. Oh, it's a Master Ball. Oh, that's good. That's a Master Ball. I thought it was just a standard holo. And Karutas. Oh, ooh, look at that. That's not bad at all. That's a lucky round for you. All right, Jose Arredondo. Very nice. I should draw some more cards. I haven't drawn in a while. There you go. Jose Arredondo. Jose Arredondo. Okay, good. Lovely. Now, the Choco Cat. I was feeling so sorry for the Choco Cat because nobody loves Choco Cat. Choco Cat. Choco Cat. I said, is it because he's black? Look, he's a double-sided card, too. Very pretty. There you go. Dondo. Things are good. I had a new job, so really diving in, which takes me away from chilling with TCC and everyone. Ooh, I hope you're having a good time with your new job. New jobs are fun. Chris Abruzzo, let me go ahead and sob away that CGC 10 Primal Groudon. Piramos. Primal Groudon. He didn't get taken down, did he? Is he still up? So the Primal Groudon has been taken. Growlithe. He was a pricey one. He's a really impressive card. We did half the price of the PSA version of the card. So that is a cheaper price because it is a CGC 10. And I think that's just going to be the economy on those CGC Gem Mints. Now, if it was a CGC Pristine, it would be a totally different story. It would be the same price as a PSA 10 or more. I don't know. Because nowadays, PSA grades so harshly on their 10s, they might actually be pretty similar to each other. Ooh, look at this Ho. What's he doing back here? Back here? Get back there. Back in the box. Did you see some of this? Look at this. Wow, Luigi. Luigi time. Here's a Venusaur. Ooh. Bowser. That's special. $100. From 2010, by the way. These are old. These are not new cards. Oh, that's a nice break. The Berry Princess. Alakazam. These are some freshly priced slabs. Here is a nice Karuta Lickitung. Just $39. We're letting him go. Here's Mewtwo. Here's Nazgul. Here is the Charizard Classic. Look at this, Mario. Again, 2010. So it's pretty old. It's an old playing card. 15 years old is plenty. 15 years old is plenty. It's pretty old. Okay. The breaks here. So he must have gone into another box. Is that right? Let's see. Let's see. We're going to jump over here and check the new September. Let's see. Check the new September channel. We have a new September All Slab September channel. Let's see if he's in that potentially. No? No, I don't see him. Okay, so he must be in the expensive slabs box. That has to be the last place he could be. We are hunting down one of our slabs. We really go through a lot of trouble to hunt these down sometimes because there's so much. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's a nice signature card. Gotta do something about that signature card. Maybe we should put that into the waifu shuffle anyways, even though it's $400. Maybe I'll put it in there for $300. I mean, I don't... All the prices are just in theory, aren't they? That's a nice one. Look at that. That Crystal Guardians probably needs to be updated. It says 625 on it. Pichu, Primate. Hey, mister, how do seahorses run? They scallop. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, yes. So funny. How quaint. Oh, yes. So did somebody already take the Groudon? I think somebody might have already... Oh, found him. He was in row number 3. It makes no sense. I put him deep into the box. Oh, yes. Quite funny. A guffaw. Ugh. That's a nice cloud card. It was a good dad joke. Shrimps are the bug. Nuh-uh. It's seafood. Food from the sea. Not the same as disgusting bugs like cockroaches. Okay, here you go. Chris Abruzzo. Chris, you need to send him 40, okay? You need to send him 40. So you're short 15 bucks. Just letting you guys know that when you slab a card away, the starter amount is 40 bucks by default. Slab away. 15 bucks isn't a big difference. But the reason for that is because you're putting $20 down onto the slab. Very important. We want you to do that. We want you to be $40 deep. It says you had Tyranitar's return, and it says complete question mark. That's almost definitely complete. So now we're going to say September 25, Chris Abruzzo. And it's going to say CGC 10, Ancient Origins, Primal Groudon, $2,000, $1,995. So you've only put $5 down, but it's really supposed to be a larger amount than that, as per the rules. Let me put this up here. It's almost September. That means that a slab or two is in danger of being repoed. Those are people who used to slab away, but they didn't actually pay down the card. I try my best to work with people on that. Usually I recommend the extension, the full year extension, so that you have a whole year to pay down a slab. Here it is. But sometimes people just get a slab that they can't pay down. They're in over their heads sometimes. Okay, we need a Korean rocket box. One of the best-selling products is the Korean rocket. Give me a minute. All right, we're in. Okay, I'm gonna go get it. All right, here we are. Lovely. What is this music? It's like new wave, new age music. I'm trying to get in one slab away. Here we are. Okay, you ready? So this is one whole box of Korean Rocket for Jose Arredondo. Here goes. Welcome to our daytime stream for Thursday, everybody. Are you still working pre-orders? I think I am. I think I'm still working them. All right. All right, guys, this is the 24-hour stream now. We're just going to be here all day. I'm going to service 1 million card orders. You ready? Ooh. You want to put a pricey card in slab away? Slab away. Show the brakes. Shake it, Reg, for us. Ladies, I'm trying to do my work type shit. There. Look at this. Did you not collect any gold stars? Mister, you did not collect any gold stars, question mark. I collected gold stars. I got a CGC 10 Torchic. I've got, I got a couple gold stars. There. There. Let me go grab that Torchic. I'll show you. I think it's just over here, actually. All right, so here are my gold stars. Gold stars did well. Yeah, maybe to no one's surprise, gold stars did well. All right, so I have these 4 gold stars. We got Mudkip 10. We got Charizard 10. This is really the only one I wanted that bad. Gold Star Gyarados. And then I got this CGC 10 Gold Star Torchic. I might be open-minded to selling this, actually. As it turns out, I'm just not a Torchic fan. Or might be open-minded to selling the Mudkip as well. I like Mudkip a little bit better, actually. He's cuter. There you go. I stepped away for a moment. Did you get me in the Jumbo? You're going in the Jumbo? Not yet. Gold Star is all the craze right now. Yeah, it did well. Kind of makes me wish I'd bought more of it. But when you're buying cards, you don't really know what's going to do the best. We are. Like, for example, today I saw an infographic that showed that the Skyridge Gengar just sold for a record price again of $25,000. That's pretty good. Because unlike those Gold Star cards, which started out really expensive, the Gengar did not start out very expensive. He was only $4,000. And so he went from $4,000 to $25,000. I mean, what is that, like times 6? Times 6.1? Here's Cousin. Meow. Here's Sticks or Dicks. Torchic break. Yeah. Would that bring all the boys to the yard? All right, guys. We're doing the CGC 10 Gold Star Torchic break. Here's more cheese. Cold. Bought that jumbo. Gonna pull an Ender Dragon. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, man. Jumbo pack break, one of the most popular things on this channel when it comes to breaks. It's a very short break. It's a very entertaining break, really. I think that's the selling point, is the entertainment value. Here we go. Same as Enta. It's Ava's World. Hey, Ava's World. Here's Spidops. Here's a cold one. Here's this Setodile. Stop! Keeps falling. Cold. Oh, no, not the Clam Pearl. You got the Clam Pearl. And Sneasel. Oh, your hit was at the start. It was the Comm Tower. Oh, that sucks. Oh, this was a bad box. Oh, I'm sorry, man. The bad box, man. That happens. Will you ever sell the Gold Star Charizard? I really like him. That's why he was actually my first Gold Star. Was Gold Star Charizard. Because I'm a Charizard collector. I'm a Charizard simp. I'm a normie. And I saw him and I said, well, you know, might as well buy him now because I don't think he's getting any cheaper. That's what I was thinking. So I bought him, and I'm glad I did. Actually, you know, for a while, he performed very badly for me as a hold. That Charizard, after I bought him, he went down in price for a while, and he stayed there for a long time. Meanwhile, I had other things that I'd purchased, like Poker Pokemon and Evolving Skies. And those were just exploding in value. So I bought that Charizard for like $23,000 and watched my $23,000 sit there and do nothing for like 2 years. But now he's jumped up to like 60. So he's like triple now. I think he's about 60-ish or maybe 50-ish. So he's not the worst performing asset in my collection. And he's certainly one of the most prestigious pieces of my collection. So it's like, it's weird how that works, you know. Jose Arredondo, he's one of the most prestigious pieces of my collection. Gold Star Charizard. There's a lot of Gold Stars to go after, like Mewtwo, Alakazam. But, you know, you got to go after Charizard, because Charizard's Charizard. Them's the rules. What grade is the Gold Star Zard? He's a nice PSA 10. He is a PSA 10. I remember I bid on him. I think it was during the Super Bowl I bid on him. It was Super Bowl Sunday or something like that. And I told myself, you know, you better bid on that one because during Super Bowl Sunday, you don't have as much competition because people are sports betting and they're watching the Super Bowl. Not all Pokemon card collectors, but, you know, some people that might otherwise have competed with you in the auction. So I saw him ending on, like, Super Bowl Sunday, and I said, pick that one because there is a chance he undersells. And, in fact, he did. He sold for about $3,000 less than the previously sold Gold Star Charizard. So he went slightly under the previous sold. Whew. That was actually something I learned a long time ago, helping my dad run a channel on eBay. We noted on the holidays, auctions performed less. They brought in less money than they should have. Oh, so I got him from 22, which means the cheapest buy now, or the last sold at the time would have been 23. That's what happened. Here he is. Beautiful. He's a nice card. All right. Mr. sells packs and slabs. Press and hold the screen. Check the description. Payment methods. Are you selling cards or packs? A little bit of everything. I sell a little bit of cards, sell a little bit of packs. Here's Garrett Nadal, Metal Mew, and Stamped Arceus. Oh, so that's actually sold. So Stamped Arceus is gone, and so is the Metal Mew. Where'd the Metal Mew go, though? This Executor is sold, too. I'm going to set him to the side. So I hope you guys didn't try to buy the Arceus, because he's gone. Okay. Hey, guys, this card right here is moving ultra fast, the Umbreon break. That's how it works. You know, Friday, Saturday rolls around and people get their paycheck and then the breaks can sometimes just bust all of a sudden. So that could be gone in 24 hours. If you wanted to jump into that Umbreon, Friday is here. We're at Thursday, the the very beginning of Friday, right? So Friday is here. That could be gone by tomorrow. The Friday stream could be, the daytime stream Friday could be the last time you see him. So if you were thinking about getting it, look at that Metal Mew going for $200. That is crazy. And it means, you know, that Ultra Premium collection, the 151 Ultra Premium, you're able to recuperate much of the cost of it just from the promos, because this grades 10 pretty easily. That's a big deal. Garrett Nadald. Here you go, Garrett. Thanks, Garrett. Hope you enjoy these. Hold on to them. Don't sell them, even if they dip. I think Pokemon cards are going to fall back down at some point, and that'll be a real test for people who are able to hold their cards, because the winner, the Pokemon card winner, is going to be whoever doesn't sell. So tempting to sell all the time, especially if you have a big collection. It's so tempting. Luke Laurie, One Executor. It's going to be so tempting to sell. Next time the cards go down in price, or they're not going up in price anymore because they're too high, you know, because that's what happens. The price goes so high that nobody wants them anymore. And then they just kind of go stagnant. They go sideways. The temptation to sell will be there. You'll be like, I'm timing the market. Here's Isaac Thomas. He wants into the jumbo break. Here goes Mr. Isaac. So when those prices stagnate, there will be so much temptation to sell. And the winner of the Pokemon card game will be whoever doesn't sell for the longest time. It'll be very hard to do. It is. There we go. That is 2 out of 4 now. That's the Jumbo Pack Break. The Jumbo Pack Break's an assortment of a whole bunch of booster packs that add up to $160. Then we divide it by 40. And so 1 of 4 people pulls all these booster packs for 40 bucks. It's a nice little thing. It's a bit of fun. Same for all markets. Yeah, kind of, pretty much. Now, you can't say that that's true 1,000% of the time. Like, for example, whoever sold their Blockbuster stocks early, they did good. Whoever sold their Kmart stocks early, they did good. Their Sears stocks. So if something's truly failing, yeah, you got to sell it early. But if it's something that's just going through a bull, bear, you know, up and down cycle, then the temptation will be to sell when it's doing poorly. But the trick is actually to just buy more. That is the trick. So 10 English 151s, get her rolling here. Hey, Mr. CS Man going deep on the 151s. Let's take a quick look at that. I don't know if I have 10 here, so I might have to get more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, I would only have 9. All right, I have to go get a fresh box of 151. I'll be back. Do you have any Dragonite cards? I can't think of any for sale, but I have a lot of fancy ones that aren't for sale. All right, here we are. So 10 of these. This is one of the most popular items to open. I think in less than a year, these would be like $25 a pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. And then this is the latest ones that go in here. Okay, Mr. CS Man. Big pulls in this set. Let's see what happens for you. Topps Dragonite for sale. Snipping this. Imagine you sold NVIDIA stocks early. I'd probably KMS. Yeah, those NVIDIA stocks were really crazy, huh? I remember everyone was speculating they wouldn't do well over time. Yeah. Like, people were saying, oh, it's a bubble. Oh, it's the .com bubble. Oh, where could it possibly go from here? Oh, it's already overvalued. It couldn't possibly go any higher. A lot of that. But it's like, I don't know. Weird the way prices work, you know? So here's Coughing Starmie. Oops, Starmie. Kind of like People couldn't believe it when Elon Musk's company, Tesla, was so overvalued. I wonder how Tesla's doing. I actually sold Tesla. I sold Tesla because I had like $6,000 of Tesla. I sold it after he had all this fighting, and then he fought with Donald Trump too. And I'm like, this guy's just he's too involved politically. He can't be CEO. He's been quiet ever since, though. Did you guys notice that? He's been real quiet. I have not heard much from him. Here's Dome Fossil, Marowak. Maybe he's just running the company now. But he's already done a lot of brand damage. I think he should have been more careful. There we go. We want Digimon. I work at Tesla. Doing good. Do you really? You work at Tesla? Nice, dude. We are. I feel like I knew that about you. Do you work at Tesla, or do you work... I thought somebody here worked on metal pipes or something like that. Can't remember what it was. Not metal pipes, but something in the range of that. Here's Alakazam. I just didn't like the way he behaved in terms of politics. I think it's still really impressive, all the things he's done. So like the rockets that can land. Okay, here we are. So Raichu. So welcome to the world of pain, Mr. CS Man. These are the 151 booster packs. They're pricey, and you can go through 10 packs and not pull an alternative art. In fact, you can go through 36 packs and not pull one. What you have pulled here, the main pull, I guess, would be the Daisy, but this Gengar is really not that bad. He might be almost, I bet if this graded 10, I bet you he'd be close to $200. I don't know. Does anyone care to look that up? PSA 10 Gengar. So don't overlook this one card. He's one of the best cards in the hobby right now is Gengar. And so you've got a Gengar reverse from 151. He might go for maybe like 100 to 200. Where's my cell phone? Did I set my cell phone down in a stupid spot again? God, I'm so dumb. Why do I do that? Oh my God, I don't know where my cell phone went. How am I supposed to look at the prices of things without the cell phone? Well, okay, let's put this in your bag. I'll try not to worry about it. I feel so naked without it these days. I got 36 packs for 150. It wasn't bad as me when I got 36 packs. CS Man. New bag, a new bag. Thinking it might be a new bag time? All right, let's try a new bag. Hey, it's Mr. Brett. Hello, Brett. How are you today? All right, but anyways, my opinion on Elon Musk was if he was going to go all the way into the conservative party, he should have just stayed there. But instead, he fought with them, and then he already pissed off everyone on the other side. And I was like, what is his plan? He doesn't have a plan. There it is. So he pissed off both sides of the political spectrum. There we go. Maybe that was the plan. Maybe he thought that was the smarter move, was to piss off both sides and just seem a little crazy. 120 as a 10. So that Gengar is 120 as a 10. So that's kind of good. Am I able to slab away either the Gold Star Mudkip or the Gold Star Torchic? No. Oh, the Torchic maybe. Where's my cell phone? Oh, man, I want to look up his price. Let me stand up. I'm so annoyed. Where did I put my goddamn cell phone? Oh, my God. All right, let me go out here. Maybe I brought it out here with me. I don't think I did. Where did I put that cell phone? I need like a way to alert myself to its location. I think there's a way to do that. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta try this. Find my iPhone. Let's see how this works. Sign in. Email or phone number. Don't you hate signing into things? I absolutely hate signing into things. Oh my God. Let me pause this music before my eardrums pop. Okay. Dude, this is horrible, man. You can't even look up your own password for... Wow. Okay, let's see what happens. Apple account, sign in, allow. crazy. Did that stop the stream at all? I don't know if that stopped the stream. All right. So we have 2 iPhones here. iPhone 15 Pro Max. And what's the other one? iPhone 13. That would be the one we want. So let's see. Oh, wow. So it's out here somewhere. Crazy, dude. All right, guys. Sorry about that little detour there. I was getting very frustrated not knowing where that was. Let's go ahead and plug this in. There we go. No way, mister took my advice on vertical stream. I like how you call it the night shift, not the stream. Okay, closing this. Let's go back to the annoying music. We'll go ahead and hit play on that. I don't know how I feel about this music. So, whew, we are done with that. Let's see who is next. So this was ordered at 5:45. It's almost Jay's turn, but right now it is Andy Dirkson's turn. This plus my store credit for 5 packs of Star Wars Galaxy Chrome. Andy Dirkson, how's it going, man? Dang, Mistress pissed. I hate not knowing where my phone is. You are? It's funny how like you can like absent-mindedly set it down somewhere very simple, and then it's just like impossible to find. There you go. Especially here where I live, because there's so much stuff. There's so many little nooks and crannies in this particular home because of all the Pokemon card product. And so you can set down the phone and it just disappears. It's like an I Spy book. Did you play those when you were young? The I Spy books? I Spy with my little eye? It's like one of those because of how much stuff there is. So many shelves, so many boxes. All right. Okay. How many spots are left in the Mega Gengar sub list? 4 spots. 4 spots. Nooks and crannies inside grannies. Here we go. You're my only hope. Here's Gay Boba Fett. Ooh, it's what's this guy's name again? Kylo Ren, one of the worst bad guys ever. He is one of the worst bad guys in Star Wars history because he is a Star Wars bad guy. There we go. He's a Star Wars Disney bad guy. Let me rephrase that. My bad. All right. Now, that's cool. Look at that. That looks fun. That's cool. Okay, here's this dude. Yoda. And Darth Vader looking very cool here. Conquering Shadow. That's the name of this artwork. Wow. Wow, that is so nice. And he killed his dad. What a lowlife. Okay. He's really bad, guys. Did you not get that? He's really bad. He's totally bad because whatever. All right. Oh, numbered card. I saw it. Ready? So, Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt. We've got poor Calrissian. Can't remember his name. Lando. Here's Luke Skywalker with a little zap. And, ooh, the X-Wing fighter. Red 5 out of 150. Nice. Meanwhile, Anakin slays kids. Yeah, but he did it with a lot of aura, though. There's a difference. There you go. Kylo Ren has, like, negative aura. All right. And now we have Bobo, Kylo Crybaby. They're on Dagobah. And, oh, man, another sexy Darth Vader. Dark Aspirations. Oh, yeah. What'd the dentist say? He said my tooth was fine. Here we are. So I need no work done on my tooth. Here we go. Very nice. And he said I had a sore on the roof of my mouth consistent with a burn. I was like, So maybe I burned my mouth and didn't notice it. But then also, he mentioned that the way my root canal, my 14-year-old root canal was looking, it has like these gray spots to it. It's really weird. He says that that's normal. I was like, all right, if you say so. I was like, that's fine with me. There we go. All right, very nice. Yeah, up by the gums, there's some gray spots for the root canal. I was like, that doesn't look right. And so, you know, with that, along with this unusual sore, I decided to have it looked at right away. And he said it's all good. Weird. Andy Dirksen, beautiful round. I like these 3 cards here. So despite the yucky Disney cards, you still end up with cards like these, guys. Wow. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then the numbered card here. Super cool, man. That is Topps Star Wars Chrome. One of my favorite cards that we sell for Star Wars. We need to get more Star Wars cards, to be honest. I wish I knew, like, what was hot, you know? Like, I don't know everything about Star Wars cards. I'm way more familiar with Pokemon cards. There you go. Mr. Am I in the mega sub? Also, you see my Discord message. I've not checked Discord messages. Let's see. I have not checked Discord messages. Here is NHCC. He says, you would like to make an offer on 2 girl cards? Let me think about it. I mean, it's tempting, but I would say I kind of need them. I really graded a limited number of girl cards, and so I need them to go into the girl box because I'm going to run out of cards in there, and if it's not attractive to, you know, so they need to be in here because there needs to be something attractive in the box. And so this one's a nice card to go in there. $180, nice price, meaning that you know you have a 1 in 9 odds. It adds a 1 in 9 odds to the box's average. And this one, it's just a normal card. That one's not even special. So that one, you could just buy that anywhere. It's not that special. But this one, this is nice. So this is a reason to get into the waifu shuffle. Here's some other cards in the waifu shuffle, by the way, guys. Okay, ooh, there's a nice signature. Here's a Black Label Bikini Babe. Nice. Signature, 9.5. Signature. Signature. So we got to have those signatures because otherwise I won't have anything nice for that box. You know what I'm saying? Let me put it this way, NHCC, if I had too many of them, I would definitely consider pulling them back out of the box and selling it to you, definitely. But in this case, it's kind of the other way around. I kind of don't have enough of them, so that's the issue here. Damn, that is a very sexy card. Curvy as hell. I'm gonna bust. I can see why you might want it, though. It's a very sexy card. There we go. But I'm having an issue where I don't have enough of cards of that caliber. And so those would not be like ones that I'm rushing to sell. There you go. So I hope that makes sense. There we are. I think it makes sense. All right. And let's grab this. What was your other part of your question? He said, am I in the sub, the Gengar sub? Take a look at the Mega Gengar sub break list. Probably in here. Team Rocket Grunt, Jonathan Fernandez, NHCC, Alicia Brown. Then there's 4 spots left down here. If you want, I can put you into a fresh round. We can start the next sub list ahead of time. Okay, Andy Dirksen's done. He spent his store credit. Mr. CS-Man, I have no idea how this works, but the Umbreon break, please. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward, CS-Man. It's really the way that it looks. You just paid $40 for a 1 in 16 odds. 1 in 16 odds of pulling this already graded pristine 10 Umbreon. If you miss, you pull a common card. There it goes. All right. Good. Javier Arroyo, 1 spot in the Umbreon. Javier Arroyo. Oh my God, dude. We got to move fast to keep this lineup. I don't want you guys waiting too long. I know some people have waited a little while. How many slots left in that? Yes, you'll notice that we are writing a number on the front. Looks like there's 6 spots left. Let's go ahead and recount it. Make sure that that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can see 10 of you guys have signed up for it. 1 person's going to actually pull it, and the rest of you guys are going to kind of lose 40 bucks, okay? It's going to be painful. There it is. They're fun, though. Especially fun if you hit. Luke Laurie says, Korean Nikke and an Executor PSA 6. I think we got that for you, didn't we? Yeah, we got that for you. You're just a little nervous that you weren't going to get it. The Korean Nikke. Here it is, Luke Laurie. Bring back the 3-hour wait times. I need something other than packs. I used all my pack lucks. Well, you know, you've opened packs and you've learned some things about them. You've learned sometimes you open them for hundreds of dollars and you just pull like one common card or some goofy thing. You know, you pull like nothing out of it. Sometimes you open them and you pull something nice, but then you look closer and it's not a 10. So this is why the slabs are so attractive. It's like, yeah, 116 doesn't look too bad, but you're not really accounting for the fact that it's a guaranteed 10. Because if you were to pull that card out of a booster box, it might grade 9. So you got to really appreciate that. And I just remind people that Mr. Jalen, he says, for Happy Thursday, one spot in the Umbreon. Jalen it is. Here you go, Jalen. Jalen launch. Okay. I'm contemplating slabbing away the Gold Star Torchic. Are you sure? I mean, that would be pretty expensive. Let's take a look into the potential price for Torchic. So I might be open-minded to selling this Torchic. And we have our cell phone now. I know you're not going to slab this away. There's no way you're slabbing this away because he's going to be more expensive than you think. But we might as well talk about it because I'm curious myself. Torchic Gold Star. Because he's not going to be cheaper than 15,000. I already know that. CGC 10, Gold Star Torchic. There is none available. Let me check sold. There is none available in sold. Let me look up the value of a PSA 9 Gold Star Torchic. So, you know, you could compare a CGC 10 to a PSA 9. A CGC 10 to a PSA 9. So the cheapest PSA 9 Torchic. God, I hate it when it does that. Hold on. Sort by highest price, maybe. Okay, so the cheapest one. So the cheapest English PSA 9 Torchic, it's going to be 25,000. That's the cheapest one for sale. That doesn't mean that's the last sold. Last sold is going to be ended recently. Oh, okay. Last sold on August 19th, marked down from 30,000. We don't know what that is. Could be like 20,000. I don't know. So we would definitely be interested in mimicking the price of the PSA 9 or maybe going slightly above it. We're going to, last of all, take a look at a PSA 10 price for this Gold Star Torchic. There is one for sale for $375,000 as a PSA 10, $375,000. That seems stupidly expensive, so I don't really know about that. But the last sold, there's no data on eBay for last sold. Isn't the last sold on that Torchic like ridiculous, like 100,000 or something when it's PSA 10? So we would be interested in maybe matching that $30,000 PSA 9 value or maybe going slightly above it. And so I don't know if anyone's got the pockets for that. Here we are. But it's fun to talk about. Slab away for the rest of your life. Just set up an auto pay with every paycheck. Yeah, well, you know, if you were buying something that cost like $30,000 with me, I'd be willing to do a freaking mortgage with you. It is, but I mean, that could end really badly the way I see it. That could end very badly. Like, what if you never finish paying it off? So Jalen went in there. This should be 11, right? Okay. Cheap and affordable. Cheap and affordable. Look at this. Speaking of cheap and affordable, these have gone up. These are really valuable. These beautiful starter poker cards are so expensive. They've been going up in price. What hasn't been going up in price? That's a real question. But, you know, they're so accessible because they're affordable. You know, $240 for an old vintage card from 1996. That's not as much as it used to be anymore, you know? Now you look at that and you go, maybe. In the past, you might have looked at that number and be like, hell no. Now it's like, oh, that's less than 1,000? I'll take it. This. You look at stuff. It's getting crazy. Okay, good. I have to sell some of my cards, though. I paid so much for grading. We have to make thousands of dollars back to get just to cover the cost of the grading. Here's Miss 6, 2 of the 151 Chinese. China. Here it is. I'm back. You're back. Hello, back. If someone fills 3 of the Umbreon slots, I'll get the other 2. Snip and miss. All right. All right. So this is Miss 6. I'm tossing your booster pack, Miss 6. Hold on. I got to remember that. We can't have that happening with these booster packs. We can't be tossing them. All right. It's just a holographic Nidoking. No more booster pack tossing. It's because of the weird angle of this camera. I gotta get used to this camera, man. Here we are. What's the price of the Chinese packs? Chinese, you can check that in the description of the live stream. Have a look at the description of the live stream. I believe there's 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner of the stream that you can click on to take a look at that. By the way, if you're watching this stream and having a good time, take a minute and smash that subscribe button. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers. We can get there with your help. Miss 6 wants into the Umbreon. Here goes Miss 6. All right. Shout out to our overnight stream, TCC affiliates. Oh yeah, by the way, let's do a careful watch of the likes today, because this will determine who gets the next giveaway. So you guys are at 48. There we go, 13. All right, we have Mr. John Fong, 10 packs of the prismatics. Prismatic time, baby. Give me a minute, I gotta go find some prismatics. All right, prismatic it is. Prismatic time. I really dig the Carddass Venusaur, the Quest Venusaur. Yeah, he's like pop 4 too. Pretty unusual. All right, give me a minute here. 1 booster bundle, please. So we just finished a booster bundle, and so I'm immediately replacing the booster bundle because I like it. Okay, 1 booster bundle replacement. Yep, I like this product a lot. I don't see why this product wouldn't do well over time. Diamond Pearl Break next, please. Ooh, if only I could. Here we are. There's just not a lot of that product to choose between. I'm sure that's why people want it, because they go, oh, it's so rare. Use the store credit to jump me into the Umbreon break. Now, with it being so close, I need you to place a penny order right away for that, okay? Because we need to make sure that whoever orders it at the right timing gets in. We can't let you jump the line in this event. Here we are. If it was early on in the break, I'd just go fulfill it. But I don't want to make someone lose their spot in line and they say, hey, why does he get to jump the line? Like that, you know? Because they do that. They get mad at me, and they double say they abuse me. They'll beat me up. And I go, oh. All right, here we go. 10 of these. Mr. John. Good luck. The Umbreon is full, just FYI. Okay, so the Umbreon is complete, I'm being told. Send him over here now. Umbreon. Snipping that. Umbreon's kind of a no-brainer when it comes to collecting, right? I'd like to host a Japanese Bubble Mew next, but I don't have one. Apparently I sold out of those like an idiot. One of the fastest moving breaks, and I sell out of it? Like, what? How dumb am I? Okay. Mister, I think your count might be 1 off on the Umbreon. Okay, we'll double check that. No problem. Here's Snorlax. So here we are. We're in the Prismatics. This is John Fong, 10 Prismatics. It's a cool Snorlax, isn't it? Okay. Can't a man enjoy his beer in silence? Try a couple of beers. Okay, Glaceon. Useful for moderate to severe Italian wife. Okay, Hollow. Here's Miltank, Atticus. Ooh. Ooh. Ha-ha. Okay. Here's... Oh, golden Poo-Poo-Chew and a hollow Umbreon, by the way. That's a nice booster pack right there. Golden Poo-Poo-Chew. Boo-boo! All right. I like it. I like it. A little Umbreon as well. Okay, here's Ortega. The beers will turn you gay now. Here we are. You're going to start to look like Ortega here after you drink those beers. Terrapagos, you're having a great run on these 10 packs, Mr. John Fong. And by the way, this is the end of a case. So the next round of Prismatic will be in a new case. How nice is that? Okay. I might not even get my slots if people put orders before me. Okay, here we are. It's really interesting how fast something sells when it's about to go off, but not like at the beginning stage. And I always think to myself, the early spots should be cheaper and the ending spots should cost more. Wouldn't that be interesting? Yeah. But maybe that would not be good either. I don't know. It's just something I've always wanted to test. Here's a problem. Like, people who get in early should be rewarded. And people who do the impulse shop should probably pay a premium on that. Or maybe it shouldn't be a premium, but maybe the early spots should just be strictly cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe a reward for the early guys. It's always something I've thought about. You know the reason we don't do that though? Because I don't want to have to keep track of that. It doesn't happen because I don't want to have to actually update the pricing after, 12 spots have sold, guys. Now it's going to cost $1 more or something like that. You know, probably not. Like, imagine the early spots are $38 and the later spots are $42. $4 difference. Some people will be like, oh, snap, I better buy the early spots. Mr. John. And then some people will be like, I don't care. I'll pay the 42. But, or maybe it's just 38 and 40, right? So we can do it that way. I'm mad stressed. I want that card. LMAO. Oh, snap, I stand corrected. I'll take a bonus. Always sell, usually in earlier. Had to cancel on me. Oh, all right. Here you go. Congratulations on the Golden Pikachu and the Terrapagos SIR. Nice. There we go. Okay, that was Mr. John Ivan Rodriguez. Wants the classic Charizard 9. Yes, where did that go? Here's a good card. Yes. Okay, that is classic Charizard 9 going to Mr. Ivan Rodriguez. That's a good card. Okay. Slabs are selling pretty fast right now. Pom-Pom Purin, Light Pillow Swine, and that one's going to sell. The Mega Sableye Tyranitar, because he's just too attractive. Like your mama. Okay, we got to be careful here. We got to make sure we do these in order. 637, 633, 639. So it's Matthew Rodriguez next. Umbreon break. Let's count up the number of spots left in here, because someone said I might be off by one. You ready? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, we're on track. I think I wrote 13 down. So it's 13 spots. 3 spots were left. Matthew Rodriguez is going on. You got Matthew? Okay. The first half get put in a second chance drawing for the star spot. Can't be the first half. That's too much. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That would add a lot of work, though. Yeah, that would add a lot of work to it. Okay. And then we have Mr. David Smith. He wants 2 spots in the Meowth break. Oh, I don't think I showed that one off when I made the video. Oh, now I feel bad. That one should have been shown off. Such a cool card. David Smith. David Smith. Okay, so this is a very, very fancy break that he's getting into here. Is it because it's under here? I bet it's under here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. When we do these vertical streams, there's not enough room on the table. Here we are. So that is the James Cathcart Meowth signature. He was the voice actor for Meowth, and he has sadly passed away about a month ago from throat cancer. So now his signature is rare. If you watch the anime, I certainly did, you really remember this. Meowth was a big character. Okay, so that is now 8 out of 15, leaving 7 spots remaining. James Cathcart Meowth. Okay, yeah, that is a cool thing. You know, when you have a good collection, you have things in your collection to talk about, and that's something that you could easily talk about. Okay, so this order was for 607, and this order is for 637. Oh, that's interesting. So it's actually Miss Beatrice Moniz who wants to slab away Ethan's Ho-Oh. That's the next order. Okay, Beatrice, let me take care of that. All right. Ethan's Ho-Oh. Stop! Ethan's Ho-Oh. Is he already in a picture channel? Is that what's going on? If you find the slab in our Discord server, do me a favor. Always mention it if you find it in there. Let's see, all slabs. Bet he's already in here, isn't he? Is that it? Is that what I'm going to find? No, I don't see him. Ethan's Ho-Oh. There's the Typhlosion. In the middle. Oh, it's in the middle. Okay, it's in the middle. Ah, here it is. Very last card in this second stack. I must not have checked it carefully enough. Okay, and then Beatrice, you are slabbing it away. So the slab away fee for this one, being a smaller card, will have it be $10 in this case, okay? So $10 slab away fee on this one. Okay, let me set this up for you. It's a nice card. It's too bad that it got an 8 rather than like a 9 or a 10 would have been amazing, huh? Okay, oops. And here we're going to say September 25, Beatrice Moniz. Ho-Oh. And keep it short and sweet. 155. And then 125 remains. $125 remains. All right. Oops. That goes here now. Good. Don't do that. Some more nice cards there. Show off some cards. Now we have Mr. CS-Man wants a Black Bolt ETB, which we have right here. How nice. Here you go, Mr. CS-Man. Okay. Oops. Set that up. Good luck, breakers. Did anyone buy the rest of the slots for the Umbreon? The Umbreon's sold. He is gone. All the breaks are accounted for, I'm pretty sure. That's what everyone's saying. I hope I pull nothing. I need luck for the Umbreon. Don't say that. You can get lucky in both. Funny, dude. Oh, good. I was just running out of these. Okay, so now we got more of these. All right. Tossing this. And we got some dice. Just throw that away. Set that there. Okay. So, one whole ETB of the Black Bolt. Let's see if we can pull that Red Victini. I want a Red Victini. We haven't pulled one of those yet. Red Victini. Come on, Pokemon. Don't let me down. That pixelated Mario poker card, Ace of Clubs. It's green, which means it's player 2, which is sort of like Luigi. And it was printed in 2010. That makes it a 15-year-old card. So it's already kind of old. It's just a cute little thing. It is. It's a little Mario thing. I like Mario cards. I do a little bit of Mario collecting. If you haven't noticed that already, I do a little bit of Mario collecting. Mario's a good brand. Here's Golett. Oh, Golett. Oh. Okay. Here's Darumaka. Darumaka. Okay. Zekrom EX, which I actually like that EX. It's very good looking. Some hollows in pack number 3, I mean. Pack number 4 is LGM. Okay. Pack number 5 is going to be Golett Kling Klang. Here's Crocodile. Not Crocodile. Poniard Meloetta. 2 packs remain. 2 packs remain. We've got 1 AR so far. Okay. Master Ball Axew. Let me ask you a question. Ooh. Okay, you pick up 1 Master Ball. Still a shot for 1 more thing to pop out. Okay. And Lando Butter. You got Lando Butter. He's got his arms folded. He's the chieftain. Very good. Any vintage sets on the horizon today? Now, what does that mean? Vintage sets on the horizon. What are you referring to? You mean for sale? We got Ancient Origins box break. That's like a 10-year-old box. I recommend it. It's going up in price. We are. All right. Thunderous. Ooh, okay. It's okay. It's an okay round. That extra Landorus right at the end definitely improves it because it felt kind of cold at the start, didn't it? Golett, Landorus, Master Ball XU. That's going to be just an okay box. Just an okay ETB. There's a very fancy PSA 9 Pikachu. Let me zoom. Oh, yeah. Look at that texturing. 3rd print. That makes him rare. It's a rare Pikachu. You got a 9. Pop 1 Chansey. And it's a very square Chansey. Pop 1. Only 1 in the world. You're looking at it. There are no others. All right. So, Mark J. Valerian. 1 pack English 151. There you go, Mark. When you doing the Umbreon? Tonight? No. We have to get the very last spots in there, but I've been told that they were purchased already. We are. So we're waiting to fulfill those. Here's Primeape, Flareon. Mark, nothing crazy popping out of there. Mark, by the way, is the guy who ran some really big giveaways the last 2 months. Thank you, Mark. He did like $1,000 a giveaway, was it last month? And then he did a bunch this month, too. Very generous. All right, here's Mark J. Valerian. Pretty cool. I'm going to jump off my roof if I win that Umbreon. Well, now I don't want you to win it. You don't jump off a roof. Elijah Martinez, get me into the Umbreon. Here you go. You made it, Mr. Elijah. So we're just finding out who actually got the last spots. We're going in order. Okay, Elijah is in. That's spot number 14. Okay. And then here we have CS Man with 2 spots in the Umbreon. Now, let me look at this over. No, you missed. So your order was at 639. And Jared McCleary's was at 637. The last 2 spots go to Jared McCleary. If you need me to screenshot you that time, I can do that in DM. Here it is. Jared, you just barely got in before him. Now, yours was a PayPal order, and his was a, what do they call it? A Venmo order, so that's why I had to stop and double check. You know, people pay with different methods, and so you have to check the line to see the exact minutes. So he bought his 2 spots 2 minutes before you did. Jared, you are in. All right, so CS Men, if Jared pulls it with one of these cards, you can go ahead and scream your head off. If he misses, that means you saved $80 because you were bound to miss. Okay, so that's kind of how you can think about it. But it's all RNG. It's just the shuffle. Let the gods of RNG decide. Here goes, guys. This should add up to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, we don't have enough spots for both of your spots, Jared. Hamsu says Ancient Origins 350 is 1 pack, correct? That's correct. Let's count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Jared, you will have $40 left over. You did not get both of your spots in there. You have a $40 store credit. You can use that to get into another break if you'd like. It's a pretty convenient way to spend it because it's already 40 bucks. We have a lot of nice breaks. Okay, now, where's my baggie? It is. There's my baggie. Here's how it works. Are you watching, CS Men? If you pull this card, you get the Umbreon. This is actually a second hit. There's 2 hits in here. So this hit is worth $40, and it just moves you into a different break. That's all it does. So it's like you never lost your 40. You're going to find out if you lose it in the next break. So that's called the star card. the star card's an interesting thing. The reason we have that system is so that every time a break ends, the slowest break receives a little bit of help and never gets permanently stuck. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very important that these cards line up. If they ever do not line up, like let's say these are 15 and this is 16, it means we have to run it again. It's not a legitimate run. So these have to be exactly 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's counting up to 16. Okay, now I just put these in randomly. All right. Now, the way we do this, it's a double blind split. The audience gets to split these in half after the shuffle. So that is the way that we host this. So these are the booster packs. Each booster pack contains a Pokemon card that is yours. If you bought into the break, it's your card. That's what you bought. And as you saw, one of the packs will have the chase card in it. It's just a physical representation of the Umbreon card. All right, so now somebody in the audience gives me a number. 360 a pack is 12.6 for a box. Pretty pricey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so who was it that gave us 7? Ivan did? All right, so Ivan got to split this deck. And now we do the names. So we like to show the names off just so that everyone can confirm, yes, your spot was in here. There we go, okay. Would like its money back on the Umbreon break. All right, I can do that. I can, not for both spots, right? Just for one spot? So just for one spot? Can I get it back? I wasn't planning on getting anything else. No problem, man. Now, you know it's only a $40 because you do have one spot in here. Is that okay? You're aware of that? Let me see. Let me show you. You did get one of the spots in here. Jared right here? It's Jared, right? So one of your spots went in just for one spot. Okay, good. All right. Make sure that you understand what's going on and we can get you a $40 refund. Absolutely. All right. Okay. If you wish, you could also wait and see what we bring out after the Umbreon. All right. So. Wish I had a machine that could do this. I bet a machine could do it better too. Now the audience splits it in half. Give us a number. Me next, just for one spot. I want a refund on my penny. 10. Alex Lopez says 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. Hosting the break in vertical is harder. There's less room. Here's Jonathan Sylvester. Cold. Come on. Jalen Lange. Muna. Elijah Martinez. Oh, so Elijah's going to take away the star card. Okay. Now, a reminder, these both have to be 16. If one is 15 or one is 17, we have to redo the run. So if you get pulled, don't celebrate till it's completely over. That's the rule. Jared. Okay, there you go, Mr. Jared. Oh, it is a miss. Sorry, Jared. By the way, and so Mr. CS-Man, that means that you saved 40 bucks in a way, didn't you? Because that could have been your card. Here's Matthew Rodriguez. He's going to pull Padov. Blake Santoro. Cold. Who's still in here? Andrew Martin. Oh, there it is. Andrew Martin. That's Andy Man. All right. So we're going to set that there for you, Andy Man. And now the last step is the rest of these spots have to line up. They have to line up. So we got Joshua. Sorry, Josh. Pulling Cub Chew. CS Man. You weren't too far away. You're about 2 spots away. Here's Zach Stekskowski. Thank you, Zach. Zach's been through a couple breaks before. He knows how these work. Victor Kokiko gets a Carablast. Travis Nova gets a Drillbur. Joshua Collins pulls a Drillbur. Javier Arroyo pulls a Braviari. And Eddie Morales pulls a Cub Chew. That's the end of the break. That is the end of the break. All right. So the results of the break. Andrew Martin walks away with the $40 Umbreon, already graded pristine 10. Pretty powerful thing. He got that for $40 bucks, because all of you guys missed on your 40 bucks. Pretty interesting. But that's very similar to like how a booster box in general works. There's one hit in the booster box, one guy gets it. everyone doesn't get to have the, you know, a super big hit. Now this is M1. This is the star cardist, Marshall D. Teach. He'll be receiving that star spot. Marshall D. Teach will guaranteed finish because he is the star spot receiver. And if you are a one-piece collector, you should consider jumping in there, helping it along. Once he's gone, it'll be a beautiful thing. All right. Poor Marshall. Guess he's a bad guy or something, huh? So he's up to 7 out of 17. Okay. Here is Andrew Martin. Tossing that. Kind of regret not doing more, to be honest, but the Victini's nice. This, we're going to put this in here. Okay. I don't like One Piece. You don't like One Piece? That's okay. We won't judge it too hard. Look at that. That's exciting, isn't it? It's that. Now, could you guys argue that that is actually better than opening up Terra Festival? I mean, look, he just went straight to getting the Umbreon, and it's already 10. There we are. Oh, somebody's pulling an actual cloud out of here. That might actually be a nice little comment there. Pre-trip inspection time on tractor 14 shift started. I thought you said pre-tip inspector. Are you a tip inspector? All right. Good games, bro. Sorry, CS Man. Rip all around for you, homie. CS Man, that's a break. And those go off pretty much all week. We have all kinds of breaks. 2-spot breaks, mega breaks, smaller breaks, bigger breaks, all kinds of stuff. Niche cards, chase cards. There we go. Okay, so those are filled back up. And now my custom booster packs shall return to the custom booster pack bag. All right, good. We have $40 to return to Mr. Jared. Here you go, Jared. So, I'm opening packs until I get another SAR today. This is my depression run. 66 likes. Good job, everybody. Did you sell the boat? I did. I got a fat stack of cash from it. I lost a lot of money selling that boat because obviously it's not going to sell for as much as we bought it for. And so it was pretty expensive to buy and pretty expensive to sell. But it feels very good, actually. It feels really good. Kirsten and I wanted to sell that boat because we really were not using it. We thought we would use it, but I guess it just wasn't exciting enough. Oh, Jared, you paid on Venmo. All right, Jared. So here's the deal. I don't know how to do a refund on Venmo, so I will need to figure that out. Maybe I can do it live real fast. Maybe it's very easy, in fact. Hold on. Let me log into Venmo. I've never done a Venmo refund before. Okay, here is, oops. Let's see. We want to be this guy. I have 2 accounts. It makes you create a personal account, and then you're allowed to make a business account on top of that. Here it is, Jared. I'm going to hit issue refund, maybe? Oh, it only allows me to refund $80. Is that right? So if we look, it's not giving me an option to edit that amount, maybe? Actually, there's an X next to it. Let me try clicking that X. Oh, okay. No. We're good. We're good. So, review, refund 40. We might have it. There it is, Jared McCleary, $40 refund. You're good, man. All right, Jared, if you see something else you like in the breaks, be sure to try again. We probably will host a lot of exciting breaks over time. Now, Oscar Resendez says the CGC Pikachu 9. Here it is. Oscar Resendez. Oh, no, this marker's just dead. Oscar Resendez. Oh, so for the card on the right, I would pay $220. For the card on the right, this one right here, you would pay $200. $200. Are you asking about Slab Away, though? If you're asking about Slab Away is like renting the card for 6 months, but it costs 20 bucks to do that. If it's a really cheap card, it costs less than 20 bucks. But like, let's say you wanted to rent this one for 6 months in order to pay it down. So that would just cost you 20 bucks. That's really not much. I mean, compare that to like putting it on your credit card or something like that, right? So it's a $20 reserve fee, 6 months to pay it down. You can extend that time to another 6 months, a full year, for $25 more. So for really big cards, that makes sense. Like sometimes we sell cards that are like a couple $1,000s. And it's like 45 bucks to be allowed to pay it down over a year. That's pretty good, especially if the card goes up in price, you know? So that's pretty good. And so that's why I have no good cards left, because everyone already took them all. All right. Everyone already took all the good cards. There are some good cards left, and we get some more new cards all the time. Sometimes people do like, sometimes people send in a card to grade with me. Let's see, I'm gonna look for something over here. Sometimes people send a card into, not grade, to sell as a commission card. Ooh, Hunter, that's cute. How about this Moltres, Bulbasaur? Try and get a nice new slab up here, maybe. That's a really cool thing to do. Yeah, it's called Slab Away. We began that. Oh my God, that card's so. Oh my God, that's so good looking. Here's a 2015. This makes this 10 years old. Retro Bowser. That's the name of the card. Wow. Look at that Psyduck too. I can't handle it. I'm keeping the Psyduck. I love them. Psyduck's too good. That is Pokemon Psyduck from the poker collection. I'm a big-time poker card collector. And here we see me dabbling a little bit with Mario Poker. So that's fun. Probably not as prestigious as the Pokemon ones, but they're fun in their own way. So here's Bowser. Time to get ready for work. That's a good thing. You know, if you dread going into work, Mr. A. Perez, I want that to motivate you to go looking for a new job, okay, man? Get motivated. Dust your resume off and start looking for a higher paying job, because the more it pays, the less you dread it. You know, like if you're paid double the amount you're getting paid right now, you would not feel so bad going in. So that could be a sign you're underpaid, not wanting to go in. Another sign, maybe it's just the wrong skill. Like maybe you got a certain talent or like a certain passion or skill, and you need to line yourself up with that by applying for more work. Or maybe there's just jobs that have a better atmosphere. Like maybe it's cooler to work at, I don't know. What's a cool place to work at these days? I don't even know. Hobby Lobby rather than working at Dollar Store General. For example, those two examples, I'd rather work at Hobby Lobby. It seems clean and nice and comfortable. Whereas the Dollar Tree General seems like chaos. So, you know, dust off your resume and start competing for a more desirable job. Do you have that Mew on the right, but in English or Japanese? I would have had it at one point, but not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, so you've got an $80 store credit, CS man. $80. And, you know, one trick is you can put this into a different break. Let me show off some other breaks. That's an intro. This is a 2-spot break. It's $32 to get into that. Steamboat Willie. Ah, this Espeon's good. Here's another good break that got taken off the table because we ran out of room. Let me grab it. It's called the Heartbreak break. So these are in English, notably much more expensive. But this is actually not a lot more expensive than that Umbreon. He's 1 in 19. That's Prismatic Jolteon. And then here's Espeon VMAX. Did you guys catch this one? So this is Steamboat Willie. Oh my God, it looks so much better when you take the stupid-ass sleeve off, man. Sleeves make a difference, don't they? I'd like to see this in a tag slab. I bet tag slab would make this pop like crazy. Here it is. But PSA slab will have to do for now. That is Steamboat Willie. He's a cool freaking card. So if I did this, would it look much better? You have to tilt him in the light. He has to be in the right lighting. Okay. Let's go 50-50 on the Tyranitar. You don't have to do that. Somebody's already in it. Somebody's waiting for somebody else to join right now. Here it is. So it's actually Tyler McCansh. He's in there waiting for someone to join it. Okay, so that's CS Man. Set that there. Here's another interesting one that's actually just started moving today. The James C. Cathcart signature. Voice of Meowth, voice actor signature. And this is this one is very likely to end quickly. This is a very desirable Korean Ditto exclusive. And I will not be selling all those. I'll be holding some because I have a theory that those are going to do well over time. That's highly desirable. That will finish quickly. In fact, I don't even think everyone knows it's there. I don't think people are aware it's for sale. Okay, we have an order for, what is this? Tag authorized dealer approval. Hey, I'm getting a call with tag grading. That is so cool. I'd love to be a tag dealer. I like their company. I like the style of the slab. So if they did some kind of thing with me on that, that would be very cool. Cool. I wonder what they'll say. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if it'll basically just be an agreement to grade with them in higher volume. But I'm interested in that anyways, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. I like tag grading. I think I just like the feel of the slab. It has a good feeling. I like it. It's a design where, let's say PSA was tied with BGS, was tied with CGC, and was tied with tag. They were all tied to each other. No one had the advantage yet. I would probably pick tag a lot of the time. I like tag's feeling. All right, Oscar's jumping into the Ditto. Okay, Ditto time. But I'll have to find out what exactly it means to be a tag grading dealer or something like that. I don't know if there's certain rules, like now you may not grade at all with PSA. I don't know if that's one of the rules. I don't know if it's sort of like you have to grade 500 slabs with us per month. Maybe that's a rule. So I don't know exactly what it entails. But, you know, if it does include sort of like an agreement to grade a higher volume, but to have a slightly better price, well, then maybe we can have us do middle manning with the tag grading at a lower price. I don't know. We are. I imagine part of it is just sort of like, you know, understanding what their sort of like mission statement and all that stuff is and promoting those ideas, which that's influence basically, right? Influence. And yeah. Yeah, the best part about it is, you know, when you run into a company where you kind of not like what they're doing anyways, it's very easy to do that. Let's see. Let's find out what we got next. Yeah, the grade report online. Very nice. 2 Chinese 151s. I think all companies should be doing a grade report, and they're kind of ahead of the curve on that one. Here you go, Miss Six. Okay. So, 2 Chinese 151. I know you did a clip where you wanted a drill a tag slab. You know, when we drilled the tag slab, you know what I noted? The plastic was thicker and harder to drill through than PSA slabs. PSA uses a very thin plastic, and it probably saves them some money. But I don't know if that's necessarily, you know, going to win points on survivability if some, like a bowling ball, fell on your card. But I don't know. Who knows? All that's really interesting stuff. Tag Grading Dealer is a store or entity authorized by Tag Grading to submit trading cards for professional authentication and grading on behalf of their customers. Oh, well, we already do that. We are? Yeah, we already do that. Okay, we have Emmanuel Valencia. Mr. I'd sent for a spot on the Umbreon break on the 22nd, and I wasn't in the break. Emmanuel Valencia was not in the break, and he's saying he should have been. Emmanuel, I am so sorry, man. I don't know how that could have happened. But I'm going to go ahead and get you your store credit. Hold on. The good news is you have not lost anything. In fact, I'll give you 42 bucks. So you have a little bonus. If you decide to spend it on something else, $2 will get you a trick or trade pack. So you can jump into another break and pick up a trick or trade pack. So there you go. Emmanuel Valencia, I'm very sorry about that. Set that on the table in case it's not watching. Here's Andy Dirksen. I'll take the Magic the Gathering Nazgul. I was waiting for someone to take that card. It is. Look at that. So this is from Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings. Doesn't that look nice? Okay. You can use that for McDonald's. Maybe. Andy Dirksen. I do not grade many Magic cards, and I feel like that needs to change. Okay. Robert Tumman says 1 spot in the Ditto. I'm telling you guys, the Ditto will end very rapidly. Not everyone is aware that it even exists. This is a Korean exclusive. Everything in the image is a Ditto. Check this out. Look, the Magikarp, the Lotad, the Pikachu, and the Lapras, they're all Dittos. And so this is probably going to finish in the blink of an eye. And I don't intend to host many more of these because I cannot get a hold of the product. And so I'm hosting one to help recuperate all the money I spent on this grading submission. I would otherwise probably just hold these. Was this person possibly in the first break? Oh, he could have been. He could have been. He could have been. Was he in the first break? All right, Emmanuel, we have to investigate that. That was me trying to go too fast. That does have to be investigated. Here's Mr. CS-Man. This plus the $80 store credit for a box of Black Bolt. All right, Black Bolt box. All right. All right, here we are. 1 Black Bolt. If I just opened thousands of Korean packs back at home, could I just send you some for Sabaways or something? I can get you Korean stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, I actually have a guy in Korea who helps me acquire product. He acquires, like, he's got distribution and all that. And so he sells me the cases. He gets a profit off of me, but he gives me the prices a little bit below what I would normally have to pay in the secondhand market. You know, if you ever find something interesting in Korea, you can always try to help. Like, let's say this was an exclusive event card. If you had a whole bunch of these you wanted to sell, I could be a potential buyer. I don't know if you would set yourself up as a distributor over there. You'd have to be real passionate about Pokemon to do that. There you go. But you never know. It's a good job, I think. I think it's actually kind of a difficult job to get because you have to get approval by a company to receive their product and sell it. When did the first one go off? I was asking, but nobody answered. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. We're not trying to ignore you or anything. So there were 2 of them. That's right. There were 2 breaks of the exact same type. We had 2 of those pristine 10 Umbreons. They both came from our friend Anthony Kalura. The first one ran off very rapidly, so it went off in the blink of an eye. Then we started the second one right afterwards, kind of like an encore break, like, you know, again, give us more. So we ran a second one right away, and it just went off right now. So it's quite possible that if you didn't know there were 2 breaks, that you were actually in the first round. All right, Mr. CS Man. Scoliosis. Whoa, I love this. Why is this so cute? What is that? What kind of Pokemon is that? The Nucleus Pokemon. Oh, does the Cell Pokemon? It's the Cell Pokemon. Solosis. What a weird freaking idea, dude. Pokemon is so freaking weird. The Cell Pokemon. The Nucleus Pokemon. I don't know. You guys actually like Korean cards. So Korean cards are popular as a result of them pretty consistently being... Ooh, Seismitoad Master Ball. They're pretty consistently the most affordable language of Pokemon cards. So you can collect Pokemon in Spanish, French, German, sometimes Russian. You can collect it in Japanese, Indonesian, Thai language, Chinese is pretty popular these days. Korean is also popular because of all those languages. The Korean cards, for some reason, they just cost less, but they're the same quality. Who knows why they're cheaper? Maybe it's because they print their own cards. You know, when you look at the Chinese cards, it's pretty obvious that the same company printing the Japanese cards is printing the Chinese cards. Wow, this Dynamo artwork. So many different artworks in the black-white set. Look at that. Dynamo. Now, he doesn't, he's not a popular card, but that is a nice artwork. And Timber, you got a lot of ARs in here. This was a good ETB. That was nice. You got a lot of pulls in here. Okay. Confirmed at 40 minutes and 34 seconds. Wow, that's Tammy doing some heavy lifting. Thanks, Tammy. All right. Mister, we are good. I apologize. Thank you so much. I was so fast to, you know, I was so busy in the stream. I was just like, give him money. Oh my gosh, man. Good catch. Here we are. Timber. Who was it that mentioned that it could have just been in the first break? Here's Solosis. Sometimes you guys catch a mistake I'm making that loses the customer money. Sometimes you guys catch a mistake I'm making that loses me money. We are. Like, for example, if I put, this is one of the worst mistakes I can make. If I put someone's cards in the wrong bag, actually, technically, that's still that would still be a loss for me because they would mention it's not there and then I'd have to replace it. Here it is, Mr. CS Man with a nice round there. I really like that round. It was me. All right, Tammy and Zach. Next time we host a free one, I'm gonna put you guys in that free list, okay? Maybe I'll do it once or twice. We are? All right, I appreciate the help, guys. Okay. Whew. That's going to be the end of the stream. We got about 2 hours in. It's 7:23. It's a good time to wrap up here, guys. Pretty nice stream. I noticed there was a good energetic feeling most of the time. Umbreon went off. We got movement in both of these. And a couple slabs sold, too. Actually, a stack of slabs sold. Let's take a look at some of the slabs that disappeared today. Definitely some interest in these poker cards, I guess. But here they are. So William Wafter took this. Jose Arredondo with the Mario. Andy Dirksen. Oscar Resendez. Andrew picks up an Umbreon. Crazy. Ivan Rodriguez. Luke Laurie. Garrett Nadal. Jose Arredondo took the Choco Cat. Good for him. And two Jose Arredondos. Pretty nice. Those came out of the Pokey Shuffle, of course. That was a busy stream. I'll see you guys tonight for the nighttime stream.